Here's a tip. Some machines and online games have higher average payouts than others. Want to try to maximize your odds? Well, do some research online to find games which have the highest RTP or return to player percentage. So now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching!
Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results.
What? How do you do this one?
Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
They're so close that we're barely going to be getting any value on the plus side of things. I think there's a little bit of value on the Blue Jays today, but it's an awesome division. Like, I don't want to see teams running away and be up by 12 games in first place. We want to see teams constantly battling for first place.
They hit a team total. I love that. So as many times as we get bad beats, you do get the same amount of good beats, typically in your direction, if you wait long enough.
Pro Baseball today, only on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high, but the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of 15.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be.
Welcome back, everybody. Hey, welcome. I should say, George, I'm so excited that me and George might be taking a trip in a Caminero, not a Canyonero. I'm Cam Stewart. He's George Kurtz. This is SportsRage Late Night. George, been a pleasure working with you as Morency tied the knot in beautiful Kelowna. Looked absolutely fantastic, and the weather's great. It's hot, and hopefully our bets are going to be hot tonight, because I know when we did the Friday show, we loved Caminero. He just advanced to the finals. He's 12-1. I don't know what to do with this thing. I'll use the game's way. And hedging's for gardeners. You know, I hate that movie, Edward Scissorhands. It sucks. But I got to tell you, George, I'm not walking out of this thing with nothing. That's the whole problem. And the way Cruz is, I don't know. But I really like the way Caminero looks. He made that look easy in the see the stroke, George? Nice and smooth, nice and pure. You even told me, George, usually you're the guy with the brains of this operation. I don't think you want to hedge out of your situation. 12-1's a nice number, though. I want to get something. Hi, George.
But see, you have money on, right? You have a little bit of money on Cruz. Right? Cruz, you have money on, right? A little something.
Yeah.
So I think in your situation, we wait, right? We see what Cruz and if Cruz moves on here, you're going to get something here, right? So you're not going to hedge. That is sort of your hedge here, because I don't have anything on Cruz and Raleigh. My other two guys were Wood and Rooker, and they didn't make it. So I have some time to see what I want to do here. But I think I'm going to let it ride. All right, I was on Caminero. I like Caminero. I think he's sort of built for this. And I want to see how Cruz also looks. Hopefully it takes him 88 swings, right? You got to swing 1,000 times to beat Raleigh here in the finals here, or vice versa for Raleigh, because it didn't take Caminero long. He only needed, 12, 11 swings to beat Buxton there? So that's what I'm hoping for, that maybe Cruz be a little bit more tired than Caminero, who's going to have a nice long rest now.
It's a great point. And there is kind of a strategy to this, George, when you look at it. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, it really used to kill people because they're going and going and going. And you're like, wow, might as well take the guy that's least tired. But watching Caminero there, he literally, that looked effortless. You're ahead of me. And I was like, hey, George, we're doing the show. I go, he's at 4. You go, what are you talking about, Cam? He's at 8. He's already done. He's already won. And you said it. I took 12 swings, I think. So hopefully these guys can get a little more tired, and that would be good for us. But interesting stuff too, George. There's so many people betting on this. I looked at Wood, and we did the show when he was 6-1 as one of our dogs. I know Caminero was our favorite guy, but I look back and I'm like, he was bet down to like on my books at like plus 350. It's like somebody inside thought that Wood was the bet. I'm not sure if you saw the same thing, but that guy, a lot of like serious steam on Wood. Like the Wood makes it good, but he's not there. But a lot of people bet him.
Yeah, I think a lot of people may have just felt that he was a big, strong guy. That he was sort of built for this as well. And he didn't embarrass himself. He had 16 home runs, but he didn't even advance there. So it is what it is. It's got to be a little bit, he's a second-year player. There's pressure on you. I don't care who you are. Everybody's watching you and hit the ball out over and over again. Like I said, he didn't embarrass himself. It is what it is. But he was my second favorite. So disappointed he didn't move on here. So it is what it is. Like I said, that's why you're in a better spot than I am because you have, assuming Cruz beats Rowley, you're in a better spot. If he doesn't, no, then it doesn't matter. We're in the same spot here. But if Cruz beats Rowley, you'll have, you won't be hedging at all. You're going to win money no matter what. For me, I'm going to need Cameron to go on here. But right now, I'm sort of with Gabe. All right. By the way, I hated Edward Scissorhands as well. My wife has that DVD, but
the movie is kind of overrated for sure.
Yeah, it's not my kind of. Not my kind of flick. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing, by the way. And speaking of Gabe, by the way, once again, congratulations. I thought they looked great. Gabe, he pulls off the tux, right? Looks good. It looks very good. The little Secret Service action. If that suit would have been black, it would have been black.
Know what it is, too, George? Like, remember we used to have Jesse Lapine, and he did all of our stuff. Like, he'd put Gabe's head on bodies and my head on bodies, and he'd do those like little intros, which I really miss, by the way. Hopefully he can do them for football season and stuff. But I kind of told him that. I go, his head, like it works on every body. Like he's one of those guys that you could put it, like you said it, like it's on the tux. I'm like, wow, that looks pretty slick. Like, you know what I mean? Like when he did, or like it was an old Montreal Expos player. I'm like, wow, Gabe kind of looks like that guy. Me, my head is so big and like a pumpkin. It doesn't really work on everybody, but his seemed to really, you're right. Like the tuxedo really suited the guy. Like he looked like pretty sharp. I got to go and get a suit because I don't look sharp like that. No, those pictures look great. Like that looked really, really slick. Good on you, George. Good call by you. Wish we bet on Gabe this week. CFL's been great. Like that's the one thing. I can't get a winner in golf. By the way, George, Chris Gotterup. I have this guy 3 weeks in a row. He's from New Jersey. Pat Foster tells me, hey, Cam, he's from like 10 minutes away from the studio. I'm like, what? The guy goes to Scotland, plays his first links golf, and wins it like 80-1. I've had him 3 weeks before, George, in the United States. Can't win there, but he wins in Scotland. So, yeah, we taped a British Open special today that'll be running on SportsGrid as well. We got golf picks coming out, or yin-yang. But, George, I'm with you. I'm going to let it ride. Me, you, I think Joe Madden, go for a nice drive in the Caminero. Hopefully it's a smooth trip because at 12-1, I could that would really help out the situation.
I think Carver might have been on Caminero as well, if I remember correctly.
Really?
I think Mike is also
the whole team.
I think so. I think he tweeted that out during Lisi, Carver and Lisi, that he's on Caminero. So a lot of us are on Caminero. So listen, go Caminero, go. All right, we'll see. And by the way, Rowley's already got 8 home runs. Not good for you with your O'Neal Cruz. Cruz got his work cut out for him. He's got a minute 5 left here, so he's going to put up like 14, 15, I would think minimum.
Let's just say Caminero pays the bills. Cruz is like one of those bets that I did for, remember we talked about Rooker and Wood? I got off Wood for Cruz, which was basically because Wood was bet down. So I kind of added him, but it doesn't matter. Caminero's the guy, George. Like doing the math, that's the one that pays. So this is the guy we need, and, we're all in on it together. So we'll talk about it. But it's been, watching Cruz, though, the way this guy hits, George, like, he's fascinating. Long and lean, that's the way to go. Like, you don't want to be like, Rowley's doing okay, but these big burly guys, I feel bad for Jazz Chisholm too. Like, didn't he have an injury going into this thing? That wasn't really right. What do you have, 4 home runs? Poor guy.
He wanted to go. You can't feel bad. Jazz wanted to participate. He actually said it before they asked him that I'd like to participate. So I don't know if I feel bad for Jazz. But we talked about him on Friday, right? We weren't in on Jazz. No. He's not a home run hitter. He's not that kind of guy. And as a Yankee fan, I didn't want him to be there, Cam, because I don't want him changing his swing in the second half to try and be Mr. Aaron Judge from the left-hand side. Let's not do that. So not all that surprised that he bombed here. By the way, man, Rowley, woof. O'Neal Cruz is going to have his work cut out for him. Rowley's got 16 and now going to the bonus round. It's not going to be easy for Cruz, but for Caminero, this is sort of what we wanted here. Let these guys tire each other out. Let them get tired going up to that final round.
I like this, George. I know what they do on my TV, and I don't want to fix it. It's like this power button. So when I'm watching the same channel for a while, it switched to previews. It's like Love Island USA. I'm like, I was just watching baseball, and I don't have the converter near me. So now we need a break coming up. I got to change this thing back. Can you believe how stupid this is? Like, I don't even know how to fix this thing. It's like advertising Netflix. And anyway, I'm just like, I'm raging right now. But anyway, we'll talk about it. You're right. I need these guys to get tired. We need Caminero to get it done. Then we'll be fine. George, we'll talk second half of the season. We'll mention this game tomorrow. I thought it was going to be really bad news for the Dodgers. They were winning 2-0. Giants tie it up, and they win in extra innings. While both of our teams, they lose 2 out of 3. The Yankees get kind of toasted by the Cubs. And we talked about the Blue Jays. I know Steve Merrill came on the show. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Athletics, and it could have been 3 out of 3, but they held on for the victory. So we'll see what happens. Not a great way to go into the break, but better now than later, I guess. Hopefully these guys can get it done. But George, let's hope our bets make some money. We're on Caminero of the Tampa Bay Rays. We got big money on them, 12-1. Hopefully we can bring it home. We'll talk futures, everything, a whole lot more. This is Sports Rage Late Night with Stewart and Kurtz coming back at you.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching!
Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results.
What? How do you do this one?
Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune in to Game Time Decisions weekdays on SportsGrid.
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
Rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of 15.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Welcome back, everybody. SportsRage Late Night. Stewart and Kurtz here, and it's nice, George, when we're on the same side of this stuff. It's always better we do this thing as a family. Hopefully, we can get her home. And I gotta believe, though, one thing that we talked about is these other guys beating each other up, and that's the good news. By the way, Cal Raleigh Sr., he's a big boy like his son. That guy he's huge throwing those pitches. That guy's like, he looks like he can throw them back. Anyway, so we got Raleigh, Cruz. These guys are going to hopefully burn each other out here, and Caminero could just be sitting back, George. This could be a huge advantage for him not using all those swings and getting out early. Let's hope it pays off.
I mean, I agree with you. I think it's absolutely an advantage here because for Cruz to beat Raleigh, he's going to have to take, 30, 40 swings minimum, swinging as hard as you can. Raleigh had to try as hard as he could because he didn't know how many home runs Cruz would hit. So it's definitely an advantage for Caminero. He only needed eight home runs to beat Buxton. That's all he needed. So he took 10, 11 swings here, and he did it right away. So, yeah, I mean, you might worry a little bit about, I guess he would have sat for 15 minutes. Maybe that's your biggest negative here. But, yeah, no, I think it's a very a big advantage for Caminero that he didn't have to take anywhere near as many swings.
And that's the thing. O'Neal Cruz, what's he need? 19 to tie, 20 to win, George? So that's a lot of cuts compared to what we have there. Any other props did you take in this? I was talking to Wetzel when I was doing in-game live. He's got winner from the American League, anything like that. Or
yeah,
keep it nice and easy. Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't dig deep into the props, George. I usually do, but I'm like, I got the British Open this week. We got other things going on, and just hopefully you can get it home. So nothing. Just Camineros are our main play here. That's what we got.
Yeah, that's the only bet I have. I don't even think I saw the you could bet on a National League or the American League as far as total home runs. If I would have seen that, I might have done that, but I don't know which side I would have taken. Probably, I guess, as I picked Caminero to win and Rooker to finish top three, I guess I would have taken American League if I was looking at it that way. But I didn't even think about that, tell you the truth. I didn't even know about it until Scott, when I was on In-Game Live about an hour ago, and Scott said it.
What was the longest home run? Because I had a bet boost and I bet it because they jacked it up, but over 154.5 feet first round.
513.
Yeah. Sorry. I got over 154.5 home runs in the first round. It lost, but yeah, you're right. I hit the over with thanks to Cruz's bomb there. They offered a couple bet boosts, but I'm surprised, George, they couldn't get over 154.5. I expected a little bit more, but they didn't get there. What else do I have? O'Neal Cruz, he's done. Yeah, it's just Caminero now, buddy. It's just Caminero. So let's get her home. All-Star game, George. Listen, you know as well as I do, the American League, they dominate this thing. They absolutely dominate. We got a great pitching battle too. And I don't know how you feel about this. They have a lot of props there listed. They're minus 230, strikeout 1 for Skeens and Skubal, but do you think one of these guys can get 2 strikeouts? Because it's over 2 to 1 for both guys. They have props, but how many innings are they going to go? Are they going to go more than are they going to go 2? Just two max probably, right, George? But it's plus money for 2 strikeouts. And it's over 2 to 1. That's got me very, very interested in playing that prop. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that's a good deal. I'm gonna probably take Skeens over 2 or more strikeouts.
Yeah, first of all, you're absolutely right. None of these guys are going more than 2 innings. All right. Hey, their manager would have, their organization would have, an aneurysm, an absolute aneurysm if you threw these guys 3-4 innings, right? They'd freak, especially Detroit with Skubal. So no one's going to more than 2. I do think, I'm sort of leaning with you. Have we seen the lineups yet, Cam? Have we seen those?
I know. I like the National League. Yeah, no, I'm just saying the players that are there. We haven't seen the starting lineups. I haven't seen the starting lineup, but I'll tell you one thing. When I look at the rosters, I don't care. Like the American League, I like the National League this year. I think they're better at a lot of positions. That's my opinion.
As far as betting the strikeouts, I want to see the lineup first, see who's going to be up there top of the order. If I'm going to take 2 strikeouts, because and by the way, Skeens is the guy I would do it. I'm probably leaning towards yes doing it. By the way, that he can strike out minimum 2 of the first 3 outs he needs in the first inning. I think he will do that. So I'm probably leaning towards Skeens there. I do kind of like that bet. I'm with you on the National League. All right, and listen, it's a quagmire because I think 13 starting pitches of there's 24 pitchers taken and 13 have opted out for whatever reason. They pitched on Sunday. They're hurt. Chris Sale, whatever, they got to rearrange their underwear drawer, whatever it might be. So that changes things a little bit as well. But I still think the National League has the better pitching here. I don't think there's going to be a ton of runs. So I'm kind of interested in the under as well here. So there'll be some bets tomorrow. Absolutely. Because after that, I'm bored for a couple of days, right? Wednesday and Thursday.
Hey, don't worry, George. I'll get you some golf if you want to get in 4 o'clock in the morning at the Open Championship there. And I know you're landscaping today. Wake up in the morning with a nice big Pepsi. I know you don't drink coffee, so a big, big jug of ice cold Pepsi and watch golf with me. That's what I'm doing on Thursday for about 12 hours.
Crickets? I think I'll catch up on sleep.
The answer is Tumbleweed. Cameron Tumbleweed. Okay, well, let's hope these two guys burn each other out. George, I'm going to give you some props and some other stuff like that they offer, like these bet boosts, which are usually the biggest sucker plays going, but I want to get your opinion on some of them because I found them interesting. What about Ohtani to hit a home run? Is 7 to 1 good enough for you? But how many at-bats are they going to get, too? But it's offering Shohei Ohtani, 1+ home run. It was 6. They're offering 7 to 1, but that's the whole problem is how many at-bats.
His first at-bat, excuse me, his first at-bat will come against Tariq Skubal. Yeah, I'm not feeling a home run there. I'm just not feeling a home run.
Listen to this one. It's interesting. The total's 7, but both teams to score 2 runs, yes. Aaron Judge, 2 bases or more. Ohtani, 2 bases or more, 12 to 1.
I don't think Judge's going to get 2 bases or more. Once again, his first at-bat's going to come against Skeens. You know, he's going to be probably batting third off of the American League here. That Skeens throwing 103. Good luck. I don't know if we're going to see it. That's why I kind of like I so much like the 2 strikeouts for Skeens because even if he only goes 1 inning, he's throwing the ball 103. I mean, he's going to strike at least 1 guy out, and I think it could easily be 2. Hell, it could be 3. It could be a Pedro thing where he's striking everybody out here. So that's actually becoming one of my favorite bets here. Skeens to strike out because once again, I think he gets it even with 1 inning. If they throw him a 2nd inning, it's a guarantee.
I'm with you, George. I think Skeens 2 strikeouts to crazy plus money. It's over 2 to 1 is something I'm going to do. I'm going to hit it right now. So what's going on? You're ahead of me. I see O'Neill Cruz. He's got only 3 outs to go right now. What's he at? Is he at 11?
He's got 2 outs. 11 home runs. He's not doing it.
You don't think so?
I say, you crank that Soldier Boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Get the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that Soldier Boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Dude. Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting it.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
Do they practice in a public park? And Fairlawn Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice, like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Sports Rage Late Night. Cam, Stewart, George, Kurtz. Gabe will be back in the saddle tomorrow night after a beautiful wedding this weekend. George, it looks like we got Cal Raleigh, who's one of the chalk, up against Caminero. Should be interesting. Cruz gave it a fight, but just ran out of outs. And, well, what do we see here? What do you think? How many? You know what? I'd like to know the book's liability, because a lot of people, even if you're mentioning, a lot of people probably just in this thing bet dogs because They look at the price and say, yeah, I'll take Caminero. I'll take Rooker. You know what I mean? I'll take one of those guys. And Cal Raleigh, what was he? Was he the second choice or the first choice? I think when everything was said and done, he might have been the total number one chalk. Was he?
I think it was funny. People started to bet up Caminero because you and I got him last week on Friday at 12-1. He was 950 yesterday while I was doing in-game live. I didn't check today because I didn't care anymore. So he was coming way down because Rooker ended up being the, according to the books, the least likely to win. I think he was. I think he stayed up pretty solid at 10-1. He may have gone 12-1 for whatever it was. So Caminero, he's also the guy probably that people don't know. Right, only a second-year player, the Tampa Bay Rays. No one talks about them, so it's another reason why he probably started at 12-1 here. But he's sort of built for this. But then again, so is Raleigh. They're both built for this. Big, burly guys, who theoretically won't get tired, can swing the bat 40, 50 times here as hard as they can. Not a problem. Listen, we all know the year Raleigh is having. So would it surprise me if he wins the home run derby? No. Just for giggles here, I wonder if I did want to hedge, which I really don't. I think I'm going to go with Gabe here and hedging's for landscapers. But let's see what price we're getting here on
landscapers. You know what, George? I realized I'd triple click Caminero. They offered me $120 on whatever on one of my bets, and I took the cash out on one, and I'm leaving the rest. So now, you know what I mean? At least there's one that I'm going to let it ride, and the other one, if I lose, I still
favorite.
Get it back.
He's minus 110. Raleigh's minus one. It just changed. It's minus 105 and minus 115.
But the thing is, he's not plus money to get it back. You still got to lay juice. If Caminero was $130 and Raleigh was 110, you can kind of do some math and go, okay, maybe I get a little bit back, but it's not even worth doing. That's the thing. The price isn't good enough. Yeah, I'm letting it ride too. Let it ride,
Junior.
Let it ride, George. Let it ride, buddy. I'm with you. Let's go. We're in. I had to take one out, but I'm going to 12-1's too good. If we get this one home, that'll be nice. So here it is, George, for pitcher strikeouts. One strikeout, minus 200 for Skeens. Weird. Minus 275 for Scooble. Two strikeouts, plus 230 for Skeens, plus 175 for Scooble. I'd kind of flip those. I kind of like Skeens strikeout. And three is plus 650 for Skeens, 5-1. I think Paul Skeens, two strikeouts at plus 230 is the way I'm going to play it.
I agree. I think that's the way to go. I said, I do wish I could see the lineups right now, which I guess they'll be announced tomorrow, maybe after the home run derby tonight, whatever. I do wish I could see that, but Skeens is the pure strikeout pitcher, right? He's the guy. He throws hard. Kubel can throw hard, but he's more of a pitcher. But he throws 100 miles an hour as well. But Skeens can get the ball there at 101, 102. They're both going to be jazzed. All right, they're going to be jazzed. They're going to feel it here. Skeens, I think, is going to end up throwing 102, 103. Wouldn't shock me here. I think he strikes out Judge. I do. Right-hander on right-hander. The other two batters might be left-handers at the top of the order here, but once again, we'll see. But I think the strikeout opportunities will be there for Skeens. He probably only pitches an inning, so I don't think he'll go a second. But hey, if he does, this is a guarantee. Yeah, but we know there's a lot of pitches that need to go in there. Pretty much the starters get one inning each, and you're out of there. Go take your play and get out of here. The relievers might go more of a third, 2/3, depending on how many guys they want to get in there. So I like the bet. I'm going to take the plus 230, two strikeouts.
I think it's a great bet. I just don't understand why Scooble's plus 175 for two and Skeens plus 230, but that's the way the books did it. George, we'll go over the bets too. Alternate run line, I'm thinking, can the National League win by 2? Maybe they can to plus money. And we'll go over these with Joe Madden too. What about a run in the first inning? We got about a minute left. Yes, plus 120. No, minus 150. Would you lay 50 cents with no with those two studs?
I think I probably will. I can't call it a nerfy on Rage because Gabe will get mad at us.
No, run in first inning. That's what I just said, right, buddy? No nerfy, no. It's a run in first inning, yes or no?
I'm going to go no. And by the way, I think minus 150, I don't think that's a bad price. I thought it'd be higher. So I'm going to take no run first inning here. I'm not sure there's going to be many runs in this game. I'm not going to take the minus 1.5. This game can be 3-2, 2-1. No, I'm going to stay away from that.
Yeah, I think no right now for no runs. I will lay 50 cents as well. Where we go, George? The finals are going to be starting us at Cal Raleigh versus our guy, Junior Caminero. Let's bring home the money, baby.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Get the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend, the young Benny Steve was out there hitting.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Fire Island Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids play basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Cam, Stewart, George Kurtz, and Joe Madden joins us. Joe, one other game before we get to this home run derby in Georgia, and I and you, we're all on Junior Caminero. This is a SportsGrid team affair, but the Golden State Valkyries lead the Phoenix Mercury. Phoenix, I think, were maybe a hot pooch tonight, getting 2.5, but Golden State, you have them in the first half, Joe. So far, so good. 24-16, they're minus 6.5, 146.5. Anything from this live WNBA game, the last game on the night before we get back to the home run derby? Anything live for you?
Runs.
Yes, yeah. I know. I told you, George, he's not tired. He's big, but he's still mashing. I know. Tell him to get out of our lives here. See, maybe I should have watched Edward Scissorhands. Maybe I should have brought out the hedgers. Maybe I should have trimmed the damn bush like you did all day. Gardening with the Kurtzes. You were gardening all day, George. I'm an idiot, George. Greed. Anything, Joe, with this WNBA game? Quick, before me and George snap.
I took that total over 159. It was at minus 106. We've seen that total drop to 146.5. Now, I know these teams are strong defenses, but the tempo both of these teams play at is so strong. So I had the Golden State in the first half, laying the 0.5 point. I also had Tiffany Hayes. Now, I don't have her numbers in front of me. I had her over the 12.5 points. She's averaging right on that 13.4. The numbers really dropped over the last couple of weeks. She was like hitting or asking for numbers of 15.5 for her point total. So I saw 12.5 and jumped on it. So I'll have to check on that, but take the over right now live.
I like that, Joe, because the game on the weekend, too, with Las Vegas was a 104-102. That's 206. So this total might be a little bit light. I'm going to wait and probably attack the Mercury in the second half. A good call by you with Golden State. I think maybe a lot of people seem to be on the Mercury tonight. They're a really, really hot team, but I should have listened to that little voice, Gazoo on my shoulder, telling me, beware, dum-dum. This could be a spot for Golden State. What are we doing here, George? What are we at, 15, and it's Gatorade break time?
We're crying. He's had 15. He's still got his bonus round left. By the way, Joe, have you seen Edward Scissorhands? Because I have not.
No, I have not. So I've seen pictures of him. He's got all these scissors on his fingers and the big hair, right? But I've never seen.
It's a stupid movie, really, when you think about it. How do you sleep with scissors in your hand? He's always cutting trees and doing stupid stuff. No, right? it's like Gabe, he says that movie sucks, and I kind of agree. Like it's so stupid. The guy's walking around with scissors in his hands. Sure, like what are you going to do other than cut your neck, cut your head? You're going to be obviously working with trees. You're good. That's what he does. He cuts trees and makes pets.
How do you convince your movie studio exec? I got an idea for a movie. A guy with scissors for his hands. How does that even get past the? This is going to be a real good one, buddy. Sure.
Well, a lot of people watched it, George, and women like Johnny Depp.
I know.
Even despite what has happened recently.
I got it in the other room. All right, it's in the other. I'll bring it out during this
Movie
commercial. I've never seen it.
People like it was like the same guy, Tim Burton. He did Beetlejuice. Like it's just one of those things. Like people either you like it or you don't. And I really don't care about freaking Edward Scissorhands right now. I care about our money and our bets because right now I'm getting pissed watching Cal Raleigh just so. Oh, he's going to run out of gas. He's on a full tank, brother. This guy is not running out of gas. He looks huge. Old man Rowley's giving him some nice. He's grooving them to him too. Father and son combo. Come on, kids. Yeah, more liners, please. More liners. Jeez. Okay.
But at least we know the target.
Okay. Well, what are we gonna do? Maybe he will run out of gas right now. But Joe, that's crushed. I'm behind you guys, but it's late. American and National League. Joe, what do you think about the All-Star game? George and I are talking, and I found it really interesting. We took Skeens plus 230 for 2 strikeouts. If he goes 2 innings, we love it. And we were shocked that Skeens, actually, his value for strikeouts is higher than Skubal's. Like, Skubal's plus 170 for 2 Ks, and Skeens is plus 230. Like, I think it should be the other way around. But maybe we're getting tricked, but I'm still going to bet it. I think Skeens, George said it, more of a strikeout pitcher. I think that's a great price for 2 strikeouts, plus 230. Your thoughts?
Oh, so do I. And I think there's a couple other things that you can look at. Those combined strikeouts are starting to come out on FanDuel. They've only got the first innings right now, but I would look to see if, the 4+ strikeouts in the first inning, I think we could see 3 out of Paul Skeens, and Screwball, we just need 1 out of. That's coming in at plus 260. So I'm liking those combined numbers as of late. I do think this game is just that slight bit too low. Once I think the bats start swinging the over 7 at minus 120, I don't hate. I could see this, being that 5-4 style game.
I was with you too. George, how do you feel about that? Like 7 is a number, like you need as Gabe says, that's a good point, like clean ride. 7, everybody has to do their thing. But we know, even though unders are prevalent, it's not 7.5 or 8. It's 7. 4 to 3, it's a push. So I don't know how you feel about it, but after these starting pitchers, there's usually one guy that gets kind of lit up. I'm with Joe. Like 7's too low. And the National League, it's a straight pick 'em right now, Joe. George and I love the National League. Like I think this is the year that they have a better roster. We have to look at the lineups as Kurtz mentioned. But what do you think, George, on that total of 7? Might be too low.
If it was a regular season game, I'm automatically taking the over. It's just what I do here. If I take if it's that low a number here. That being said, there's a lot of pitchers going to be throwing the ball 1,000 miles an hour tomorrow. I don't think we're going to see a lot of runs here. So if I lean towards the under in this, but I'm not blaming anybody who takes the over. But either way, no matter which way I end up, I have not bet this yet. No matter which way I go, it'll be a small bet. I'm not going to feel great about it. This actually will be a bet where, you know what? There's no game until Friday after tomorrow. So I might as well bet it to see what happens, because I would probably not make a bet of this type if it was a game on Saturday night during the regular season. I don't love it. There's plenty of other games to go. I would just move on here. But it is our last bet for at least my last bet for a couple of days. I'll probably, I lean towards the under here, but I don't feel great about it.
I'm trying to get George into the Open Championship golf, but he just won't budge, Joe. We're not going to say the word. Yeah, no, George likes to play. He likes to play. He doesn't like to watch. And I got to be honest with you, Joe. Once you get somebody into golf betting, it's like it's an addiction you don't want. George is already hooked on Pepsi. I don't want to give him anything else to get hooked on, because my love of golf betting is it's a blessing and a major curse, because all I do is hit buttons. Yeah, George, over under Pepsi's 5.5. Over's a lock every single night.
It's like me and my coffee.
Yeah, I know it, Joe. That's another thing with me too. Like I got one of those single Keurigs. I'm like, what the hell would I get one of them for? I drink a pot of coffee. I'm like, read capsules. Like I need like a wholesale.
Joe,
I'm just an idiot.
You say, Joe, about 1 cup of coffee or more a day. That was your tweet, right?
I drink a pot of coffee a day, George. Right, I drink as much coffee as you drink Pepsi.
Yeah, I don't know. People can't survive on just one.
No, I'm with Joe. And the thing is, it does nothing now. It does nothing.
Drink is only having 1. People generally going to have
coffee
6,
before bed and I fall asleep. Like it does no effect on me anymore. It's not like Superman and Kryptonite. Like I drink a pot of coffee. I'm still like sawing logs with my sleep machine. Anyway, Joe, no Nerfy or whatever. Running first inning we caught, but we let you get away with Nerfy because Gabe's not here right now. But once he comes back, he's not going to have any of it. George and I like it. The juice sucks, but no run in first inning. 50 minus 150. What do you think with Skeens and Scooble? I think I don't like the juice, but 50 cents seems reasonable with those two studs.
Yeah, that absolutely does. I can't believe that they're giving it to us at only minus 150 with those two pitchers. I would have thought it would have been closer to minus 200. So I definitely think the Nerfy is going to come into play. Paul Skeens is going to come out so great. Screwball is going to come out strong as well. That's why I would look at those combined strikeouts, and I would look at them for any other props that we can get on them. It's really low right now. Paul Skeens for 1+, 3+, you got to take him at plus 1,000. So I'd rather do the combine at plus 400. So at 4+ at plus 260, sorry.
Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. Sometimes like laying juice, talk about it. Like I told you, like the Scotty Scheffler at minus 130 top 10. Sometimes juice is fine. We get greedy with the plus money, but with those two guys, and these games usually start off slow, I think no run in first inning, 50 cents seems like something I'm going to do. It's not perfect, but I'm definitely going to do it. And that total's too low, Joe. I'm with you. I think I'm going to have a little small play on the over, but we'll have more. Minus 1.5 with the National League is plus money too, but George said it, like it's hard for these guys to win by 2, but I might just pull the trigger there, but I definitely like the National League at minus 110. We'll go over some player props as well. We don't know how many at-bats these guys are going to get, but we'll go through the list of guys and see who's going to get bases because some of these guys pay really nice. More with Joe Madden after a short break, everybody.
I say you crank that Soldier Boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Hit the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that Soldier Boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend, the young Benny Steve was out there hitting it.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Farrell and Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice, like, yeah.
SportsRage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell coast to coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy sports today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. No trimming, no hedging. We're going all the way with Caminero. George, what are we doing right now? You're ahead of me and Joe. I feel like me and Joe are like TV Sputnik here in Russia, and you and Morency are on the high-speed internet, probably 4 home runs ahead. I'm seeing 7 home runs with a break. 15 pitches left. Are we there? Thank God for the break. Makes me feel like I'm a human being and I have regular cable systems.
One of those
like the rest of
outfielders
us.
that we can't stand robbed him of a home run. He jumped over the fence.
What?
Who?
I'm not kidding.
What are you talking about?
The tall kid out there robbed him of a home run. I don't know if they counted that one or not.
Hey,
if we lose by one, I'm not.
Hey! This is void. You're right. No, you're right, George. This is crazy. I'm just seeing it now. That kid pulled like a Bartman, but like at the home run thing, that's a home run.
We talked about it.
Are they going to talk about this or just joke about it? It's
that.
I don't know if they counted it. I don't know if they counted it or not.
This is BS. No, we have to. No, this is. Come on, that thing was going over the fence. See, this is the problem with these competitions. It's not like a real game. If it's a real game, we're like, it's just a home run derby. No, we're betting on this stuff now. We don't need any monkey business. Stupid guy. By the
way, he's doing well. He's doing well. I worry about the move he didn't get. He's in a groove. He's in a groove.
I just see a liner. We need every home run helps, George. We need more.
We need more. 8, not 7.
You got 40 seconds, by the way. 40 seconds.
Yes, that kid's gonna get some letters. That's for sure.
Come on, Caminero. Let's go. More.
He's out of the groove. He's out of the groove now.
Yeah. There goes one.
Great.
There's number 8.
How much? Was he at 12 or 11? I see 11.
I think he's at 14.
14? That's fine then. What's wrong? He got 18. Oh, this guy, man.
No, he's out of the. Oh, he has no pitches left. That's it.
What?
He's gonna need. He has no. You only allowed a certain amount of pitches. Then he can't throw anymore. He had more time than pitches. He's going to need. He's going to need 5. 5 in the bonus round. 4 to tie. 5 to win. We're gonna be sweat like every other major bet. We're gonna be sweating it out.
Oh my God, you said it, George. So here we go, everybody. This is the way it stands. Junior Caminero has 14 home runs. He's entering the bonus round. We have 3 outs. We need 4 to tie, 5 to win. What do you think? What's the live line? What do you think it is? Like a pick'em?
I'm getting nothing right now. I have nothing on FanDuel. Yeah, it's all gone.
Joe. Yeah, it's a lock time.
I got minus 250 plus 170. Minus 250 for Caminero plus 170.
You're right. George has popped it up. Minus 250. George is right. Minus 250 for Caminero, plus 170. So we have the favorite. Minus 250 seems like a lot. He needs 5.
I guess they think he needs 4 to tie. Then I don't know what happens at a tie in a home run derby, by the way. Do they just go on to the next round?
I think they have to go and have a bonus round. Maybe they put like 60 seconds on the clock or 3 outs. They got to do something.
Yeah, it's a 60-second swing off with no additional time added.
Get out! So, oh no, it's a highlight. Damn it! 20 push-ups for me. Good. I hate that. I look up and I see. I'm like, it's another game. Yeah. Great. Good work. That's what we used to do, Joe. When I was doing highlights and writing highlights, like if you thought a replay was real or whatever, you had to like do push-ups and stuff. Some nights were.
Should we hedge now, by the way? Should we hedge? Yeah.
No, not at minus 250. I don't know, George. Like getting Cal Raleigh at plus 170. You don't have to put as much. No, I'm not hedging.
It started now anyway, so it's off. But here we go. Here we go. By the way, anybody who's just joining the show has no idea why I'm putting up an Edward Scissorhands DVD.
Yeah, because we're talking about hedging Caminero. But I just know what another thing is. Sorry for people. We have to say this. I think this is very important for the new betting landscape. So many people bet late now, George. All the bets that we made on Friday, other than Wood, went up. Rooker, 9 to 11. Caminero, 10 to 12. Like, you know what I mean? The only guy that got bet down was Wood because people are betting this stuff late. It's probably better to get, would you not agree though, George and Joe, getting the bets out early? Because a lot of people wait till the last minute. A lot of people bet Caminero and his line went from 10 to 12. So obviously getting it in, what do you do, George? Like, is there a strategy to this thing? Like, what's your take?
For me, listen, I liked Caminero as soon as he was elected. I just thought he was the right body type for this stuff. And I think he's at 16, by the way. Did he get out? How about show the play if it got out? It did not get out. He's at 15.
I told you, if we lose by 1, what are we doing with that kid stretch? Like, what's the deal here?
We don't know if they counted that. I don't know. All right.
They didn't. I'm looking at the font. They didn't count it. No, they didn't count it. He started at that number. It didn't go up. They didn't even look at it. They just showed a kid catching the ball over the fence, which is crap. Yeah. But anyway.
If he loses by 1, I'm going to be not. I think this is a pop. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's got 1 out left. We need 3 home runs.
Damn.
Now I'm frustrated.
Seriously?
Can't lie.
Wow.
So what do we got? Know what though? Come on, Francisco. Groove a few in there. Come on.
And George, you're ahead. So far
We're
ahead.
done, hey? Are we done, George?
It's still going. It's still going. But it's still he's taking now just to guide it. Allison, you'll know by my face when he hits one way or the other. But it's hey, he gave us a good little ride here. I don't think he's going to do it. He's still taking pitches, by the way. So
he should have. If he has 16, he should have 17. That's the whole point.
Well, he only has 15. It's over, by the way. He hit a line drive down the left field line. Raleigh wins, but he won by 3.
The one home run didn't matter anyway. Guess we should have hit the shrubs.
Should have.
Should have, would have, could have.
See, Joe, see what happens? It's like Sunday with golf. I get so excited and second place. You just can't get that over the hump. It was a great bet at 12. George, we should be proud of ourselves. We made a bet. Joe did too. We took a 12-1 guy who could have won the damn home run derby. But that little energy thing, like, oh, Rowley's going to be tired. He wasn't tired at all. Like, that's the whole thing. This guy's just a monster.
Got tired at the end. It looked like Cameron got tired at the end.
Remember, he went bananas. He went bananas early, so maybe it caught up with him at the end, despite having like that break. He was looked really good early, but that's the whole thing. He's new, and like it takes a lot to pace yourselves. Anyway, it's still a good bet. We'll wrap up with Joe, talk a little Canadian Football League and her Calgary Stampeders, one of the craziest weekends ever at the Stampede on the road. What they did was absolutely stunning. More after the break.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Hit the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Dude. Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting it.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Farrell and Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. It's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, congratulations for all you Cal Raleigh supporters. Guy does it in the regular season. He does it in the home run derby. What a first half. Hey, George and Joe, for Cal Raleigh. Like, what's this guy doing? Like, I think eventually Judge will catch him, George, but this is fantastic what this guy's done in the first half. It's unprecedented.
I also think Judge catching is a tough position. All right, all kidding aside here, you got to crouch 1,000 times, more than 1,000, 1,000,000 times during the season. It's hot as hell now throughout baseball. You're getting hit with foul balls, and he went bad. You still get runners sliding into you. It's just a rough position here. So I think Judge will catch him as well. I don't know if either one's going to set the record this year, which is kind of silly that we're talking about this again after Judge just said it 2 years ago. But Riley's having a fantastic season. He also announced today that he's going to play with WBC next spring.
It's like Cody Rhodes handing out the wrestling belt there. A lot of wrestling vibes tonight with McAfee and Cody Rhodes. Shout out to Cal Raleigh. Good for him. Joe, I was doing the show with George on Friday, and we went off the air, and I was like, what's going on with this wildfire situation and air quality in Saskatchewan? So we find out once we leave the game that the game actually got postponed, which I thought. I'm like, how are they going to start a football game at 12 midnight Eastern? And I said, George, I don't know what they're going to do. George, they played it the next day. They didn't have enough rooms, so these half of the Calgary Stampeders slept in a dorm, like at the local university. And people before the game are like, oh, man, you wouldn't believe it. These guys, like old days, like bunking at camp. And then, Joe, they go out there as dogs and not just win, but beat the crap out of Saskatchewan. I don't even know what to say. Like, the Calgary Stampeders, what they did for that game, like, that was unprecedented. That was impressive. And I got to tell you, they made Trevor Harris, like, coming back from injury, they made him look like that was an absolute ass kicking. The score could have been way worse. And by the way, guys, all 3 CFL games stayed under the number this week for the first time. But what do you think, Joe? Your Calgary Stampeders, Gabe and I had them as the surprise team with over 6.5 wins. Look at these guys. They're on fire. They're the story of the league. George, it's kind of like the New Orleans Saints, like starting 4-5-1. Like these guys are like, no one saw this coming. We thought they'd be better, but not this good.
Oh, absolutely, especially with all the changes this year, right, Cam? We've seen the new quarterback, Vernon Adams Jr., rolling into Calgary. Everyone expecting some time for him to really get used to this team, and that's just not what we've seen. We've seen those big passes down the field to Philpott and him to be able to really connect with his wide receivers, and then Mills so strong on the ground. So Calgary covered the spread. They were an underdog, a 6.5-point underdog. They won it 24-10. So they covered that spread by 20.5. It was absolutely insane what they were able to do out there. And you look at Fernandez, you look at how deep he was able to pass that ball. We saw him pass for 428 yards, 3 passing touchdowns. He did throw 2 interceptions, and that's one thing about him, especially against the Saskatchewan's defense. But Trevor Harris, even though it looked like a bad day for him, he still threw that ball over 400 yards. So he did expose some weaknesses in the secondary. But Calgary, as soon as they got that ball offensively, they just kept coming. So fantastic win for Calgary, 24-10. So we'll see what they have in them after that huge win, and especially sleeping indoors. They take on Winnipeg, who they just beat in Calgary, what, a week ago, 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ago, I believe. They dominated
Stampede
that
Bowl.
Yeah, that was it.
That game was in Calgary, but now they're going to Winnipeg getting 3.5. Are you going to take these guys again? And I got to tell you, Joe, a lot of these American players, like playing in the NCAA, they've really, like that's what Dickinson said. He goes, I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Like he was Gabe and I talked about it, honesty, but they've been absolutely fantastic. And it's hard to adjust to the Canadian game. Field's bigger, it's different, but man, these guys look fantastic. I might have to like literally take them again. They're just too damn hot right now, and they look fantastic. Any early CFL leans, Joe, before the top when you got to say sayonara?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got Saskatchewan now traveling to BC to take on the BC Lions, and BC just got that dominant win this weekend. We saw them take on the Edmonton Elks for the second time. I'd look at Saskatchewan to have that bounce back game. They're not as bad as what you saw them versus Calgary. I'm going to take Calgary straight up on that money line, and I do think Montreal laying the 8.5. I know it's a lot of points, but I think they dominate the Toronto Argos this weekend.
I couldn't agree with you more, Joe. Like, honestly, like Montreal, now you get Alexander back instead of Beth. Yeah. Macbeth sucks. Let's call it out for what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if Montreal beat Toronto by 20. But watch out for BC, Joe. We'll talk to Gabe about it tomorrow when he's back. Rourke looks pretty good. Like, those guys have figured out. They absolutely kicked Mick Ozzy's Edmonton Elks ass in that game. Yeah. Like, it was embarrassing. So we'll see what happens. Joe, good luck with your bets. Let's win some money. We should have hedged, but we didn't. But congratulations, Cal Raleigh. And let's go over and no runs in first inning for the All-Star game tomorrow night. Enjoy your night, Joe. Have a great one. Thanks for coming on the show.
No, thanks, guys.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Get the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Dude. Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting.
The Early Line. Only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Fire Island Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2 of Sports Rage Late Night. Thanks to Joe Madden for joining us. Yeah, George, I was just talking about it in the Canadian Football League. Crazy situation with the air quality there, and this team that slept in a hallway won the game. It's like we talk about when something's too good to be, this team has no chance. Like, can you believe it? They were in dorm rooms. Like, they were like back and playing like kids ball. And so, meanwhile, they like first play of the game, they throw a pick. And then after that, they absolutely murder the team as almost a touchdown point dogs. Right, George? Isn't that funny? Like in the NFL, it's like, there's no way this team's going to win this game with this situation. And it seems like the opposite happens a lot of the time. Never listen to anything. Like a lot of the time, like the angrier team that didn't get a good night's sleep was the one that won. You know, you get my drift?
Yeah, we talked about this on Friday, right? Well, I think one of the reasons I mentioned, well, they might be trying to get that game in is that there was no hotel rooms, right? Where are they going to stay the next day? So I guess you don't need a good night's sleep to win games, right? It's not something we always hear that why baseball teams, they send a starting pitcher ahead because they wanted to get a good night's sleep. Well, I guess it doesn't always matter there. Although I may be making fun of it, but truth is, I'd want my guys to get a good night's sleep as well here. So it's great. It's great on the team. Under those conditions to come out, I don't know the CFL, but you said the one team was favored heavily over the other. It's still they got swamped, right? So good for that team, and maybe the CFL will learn because you were calling for this most of our show on Friday. This game has to be postponed. They can't start this late, and yet they didn't postpone until after we were off the air, which is 10 o'clock game time, midnight our time.
Yeah, I give Gabe a lot of credit because he was like on the Stampeders, and the more I thought about it, I'm like, I'm taking the dog in this game. Kind of like I thought Saskatchewan might win, but not cover the number, and Calgary went outright. But we'll have Mo Khan on later on tonight, George. We'll go through some Canadian Football League lines. We'll have a chat, and hopefully I'd love to get you involved because it's a lot of fun in this league. It's been a great year so far. But George, we're talking All-Star game right now. But before we do, I want to get into some props. Anything with this home run derby that you change? You got, like, you're a man of ideas, or you just say it is the way it is? Because we've gone through some changes before. You don't want guys to burn out. Anything that you do differently, or you just like it the way it is? If you could make one change, what would it be?
I don't think I would pair them off. You know, where it's Buxton versus Caminero, Raleigh versus. I don't think that's fair. I mean, Cruz ended up hitting, or I don't know how, but you could have, like, let's for giggles here, Raleigh won, he hit 21 home runs. Cruz could have hit 20, and he doesn't move on, even though he would have hit more than Caminero and Buxton. I don't think that's fair. Why don't we just do 8, then the 4, and 2? You know, I don't know why we need to. I don't know why we need to pair it off. Why? Because we like games, we like competition, one versus the other. I don't really like that. By the way, a couple of things here. Raleigh won $1 million for winning the tournament. Listen, Cameron got $750,000. He makes $764,000. So he actually pretty much made in one night what he makes for the entire season here. So good for Caminero. Like I said, second place paid $750,000.
Another thing about Caminero, they talk about it, like what a deal that guy's on. Like the Cleveland Guardians must be like slapping themselves. Like they screwed, like this guy's going to be a stud, George. Like it's an absolute steal, don't you think? And we talk about the Rays organization, win or lose or whatever, they seem to make a lot of very smart front office decisions. And we'll talk about their future too, as a story broke with the future of these guys. But Caminero is like, he's amazing. Like we follow baseball. For people that don't know, this guy's he's going to be an absolute stud.
He may already be an absolute stud. He's only going to get better and better. They've got their third baseman. Well, until he reaches free agency, right? Then they know they're probably not holding him onto him after that here. But they'll have him for the next 4 or 5 years here. Cam's talking about, of course, the Rays were sold today, $1.7 billion to their new owner, who says he's going to keep them in the Tampa area, but probably in Tampa Bay, not St. Petersburg, where they currently play now. So we'll see when they build a new stadium there and get the hell out of the Trop. For those wondering, it looks like next year they do expect to have the Trop fixed. All right, so they are going to be back at the Trop probably until they build a new stadium, which if they started breaking ground today, which they're not doing, you're looking at 2028, 29, 30.
I'd say, how long does it take to make a stadium? It's longer than that, George. Wouldn't you say like 4 or 5 years, like at least? Like it takes a while.
I would think
like, it's not going to happen.
At least 3. I would think it's at least 3, but they haven't started yet. So they're not starting tomorrow. They're probably not starting early. It's Florida. You can start whenever you want, right? It's not like it's in New York. You can't do it over the winter. So I'm thinking 2029 is the earliest that can be completed here. So we're still going to get at least 3 more seasons of the Trop, and that's assuming we don't have a lockout as well after the 26th season.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, George, we like the National League, which is kind of playing with fire because the American League has had so much success. We're leaning over. You said like the 7 in a regular season game. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but Joe, I know she likes the over. I'm looking at it. It seems light. I think we'll get there, but we don't have the lineups. But what do you think about like certain players? I'm going to go through total bases right now, and certain guys are going to have more at bats. Like Judge, maybe Lindor, Ohtani. Like there's certain guys. Is there any guy that you like? Aaron Judge right now this is one base, like a single, -110. Lindor's even. Ohtani +100, Wilson +100, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. +105, Torres +110, Machado +115, Raleigh, who won the home run derby, he's +115, Acuna Jr. for the Braves +120. Any guys that you're looking at going, maybe a bet to get a base? Like we don't have the starting lineups, but we know certain guys are going to be in there more than others. Is there anybody that catches your eye?
You're playing the game here of who's going to be batting against who. Like I said, I don't like anybody against Skeens. Probably not like anybody against Scooble either. All right, and then we're hoping. I do think Judge gets 2 at-bats. All right, so I think he will get up again, let's say the 3rd inning, 4th inning, whatever it might be here. And that's almost certainly be against a lesser pitcher, so you better chance there. I imagine Judge trying to hit a home run. Right? There's no point in that. This game doesn't mean anything anymore, so it's just an exhibition, so he's going to want to hit a home run. So he's going to be swinging maybe extra hard here. So I don't know if the base means anything to me. I just don't know. I'll have a few of these, Cam, but it's all guesswork. It's really because you don't know who's facing who. It won't be anybody who goes, I want to get somebody up against Skeens or Scooble. So I'm not going to feel great about that. I'm going to be betting on a second at-bat. That sort of thing here. So I think you want to be very careful here, but this will all be lunch money type stuff. Nothing. Yeah. Anyone's telling you, this is going to happen, I think you're nuts. All right. You can't tell. We don't know who's batting against who right now. This may be more of an in-game play as well. Something you can bet on. Okay. Now you know who's facing who here. You see this pitcher come into the 4th inning, you know what 3 batters he's going to face. That's probably a better opportunity for us to bet on something like this.
I like Judge. He's one of those guys that's -110 for a base. The problem is, too bad a walk. Like you're right, he's going to be swinging for the fences, but he's the only guy, George, that you actually have to lay juice with. Everybody else is plus money, but we'll take a look. The lineups are probably going to come out later tonight when we're off air, and then we can figure it out. But George, how much do you like the National League? Like a lot? I like them a lot. Like I know it's like kind of crazy to bet, but I think I really, really think this is their year. I'm in. Like a regular
I liked them a lot more before all the people started saying they're not going to play. All right, that's like, holy God. I mean, it has changed somewhat. Now, if on a scale of 1 to 10, if I liked them an 8, now I'm a 6.5. You know, it's gone down a little bit because, Wheeler's not going to play here and stuff like that. And, Mizorowski, he's going to be there, but he's going to be a kid. Is he going to play? I don't even know if they're going to pitch him. I imagine they are because that's why baseball picked him. They want him to go, but still he'll be a guy making his 6th career appearance in the major leagues in an all-star game. Before I know, he's going to walk people around the bases. So it's a tricky the All-Star game's tricky because they want to make everybody happy, play all their players, but a couple of guys have to be held back in case it goes to extra innings here. So it's always weird about who's going to do what in this game. I tend to be very careful in the All-Star game, but then again, it's also our last bets until Friday. Because on Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be binging a TV show probably. Something to bet on there. It will not be golf.
I know. Not golf, no CFL for George. Hey, it's good, George. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to load up on baseball bets anyway, so we have nothing to worry about. We'll talk about Mizorowski, too, on the other side. I don't know why the Phillies are so pissed off about this situation. It's kind of stupid and ridiculous when you think about it. Just relax.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Two guys that can do it all.
It's too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this once? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. I want this to be the place that people come to. There is going to be an energy to game time decisions that you will feel night in and night out. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune in to Game Time Decisions weekdays on SportsGrid.
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of 15.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Welcome back, everybody. Just stop showing me the hedging, George. I just don't want to think about it. I know you told me you were gardening all day. It just, yeah, should have hedged. Oh, that's life. That's what happens. Try to win extra money and you get burned. But one live game going on, George. Everything's done but the WNBA and the Phoenix Mercury rising. Mercury rising right now. They're leading Golden State now, 44-36. So the Golden State first half of the third quarter, Phoenix has come out hot, -4.5 total. 145.5. Joe, like that live over we're talking about, I think we can It's pretty close. I think we could still get there, though, but surprisingly low scoring. Sacramento in the NBA Summer League, they're up on Phoenix 24-17 right now for all you degenerates out there. The Kings are laying 7.5 total, 167.5. So, George, what was your thoughts at the Mizorowski stuff? And a lot of weird things going on with these baseball stories, people getting angry, journalism, weird reports, but what's the deal? Like, do you care? Like, do you mind? And like, why is it a big deal?
I think this is more of a talking point than anything else. Because this came down, I think, while Craig and I were doing Fantasy Sports Today Saturday, and we talked about it. And I think on one hand, what do we criticize baseball for? They don't market their players well, right? They don't do a good job of that at all. Well, this is one way of marketing it. You're getting a guy who throws the ball 103 miles an hour into an all-star game with eyeballs on the game. You know, it's one way of doing that. So I on that note, I don't care. It's an exhibition game. It doesn't count, right? It doesn't matter anymore. So I don't care what you do with it anymore. All right. So that's how I feel about on one side. On the other side, he's made 5 Major League Baseball appearances. That's what's going to happen next. A guy who just gets drafted is going to be in the All-Star game. I mean, there is something to be said for that. Now we talked about during the break, me, you, and behind the glass, right? We talked about him making the team. About Philadelphia was so upset about it, you know, and you know we criticized Castellanos Turner. Maybe they're talking before they knew all the facts here. That Suarez had already turned it down, and then of course you get the he said she said with Sanchez that yes, Major League Baseball asked him, so they said, and Sanchez turned it down, but the agent denies that he didn't turn it down. He said he pitched no matter what. You know, and then Philadelphia ended up doing right by him anyway, which you never hear, by the way, Cam. A team doing right by the player and paying him the bonus no matter what. So he made his $50K.
I like that.
All right, so he's maybe probably doesn't care. Now he probably doesn't want to go, by the way. I already got my money. He probably doesn't want to even go to the All-Star game. He wants to go to Hawaii or the Caribbean, whatever the hell he's going to do there, take vacation. So good for him. Do I care? No, don't. All right, it was fine. You want to pitch Mizorowski, go pitch Mizorowski. It's an exhibition game. I don't care what you do. Yeah. You know, I just don't here. Do I think it's unfair? Yes, I do. Because I haven't gone through the list here, but I'm sure there are other pitchers who probably deserve to be asked who would have said yes. I understand players on Sunday, you pitch, you're not going, you can't go. And anyone who's going to be asked to go, by the way, has to say, yes, I'll pitch. Or else you're not getting asked.
Who would have been your guy? Who would have been your guy, George, in the National League? Like, who's a guy that you think should have been there, I guess?
Sanchez was and said no?
Yes.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to give you an answer to that question while the show is in progress.
Yeah, no, we'll do it. Sorry, I got another one for you, too, while you get your hamster on the wheel, because you know, George, I know you're going to figure it out, but if we like the National League in this game, and George and I both are taking the National League, I guess we've talked about Skeens, strikeouts 2 or more, plus 230, that's going to make our card. I like the over. George is kind of thinking about the total in this game, but if we like the National League, I think the MVP will be from the National League. Is there anybody that stands out? Like, I'm going to go through the National League guys. Like, Shohei Ohtani, he's 5-1. Acuna Jr. is 10. Okay, if you like the American, let's go through everybody. Ohtani is 5. Aaron Judge plus 600. Acuna 10. Cal Raleigh, can he do the double-double? 11. PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong is 11. Bobby Witt, 18. What about L.A. De La Cruz at 30-1 from the Cincinnati Reds, George? Is that I'm trying to find somebody here, or do you think maybe a Atlanta Brave will do it home? Like, what is the guy? Is there anybody that you think I'm going to take a flyer on as MVP? I like De La Cruz at 30-1. I think that's a great price. Hopefully he gets a few at-bats because he's a very dangerous player.
Well, I can tell you this, all right? If I'm going to pick an, and I usually do not pick an MVP because it's just complete guesswork, all right? Who the hell knows who's going to go that part? It won't be anybody in the starting lineup. The game is going to be decided probably later in the game, which means all the starters are gone. So it's another reason why I don't want to be like Gabe and just go and flip off about the All-Star game. I hate the All-Star game. They don't do anything right. King's not going to decide by having
likes the All-Star game. I don't think he's ever said.
No, I mean raging for.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know whether the game likes the game or not. I do not know.
We guessed on the home run derby and almost got it, but then again, we also knew Caminero was a great price. At 12-1.
We don't know who's going to be up at the right time here.
That's true.
Like I said, one thing I don't like about the All-Star game that's changed over the decades is that, like I said, Aaron Judge will be gone by the third inning. Game's gonna be decided later. Judge Gray's gone, Judge gone, Otani. So you're looking at reserves. I'm not taking any starters here. So that's where I'm sort of looking at that here. Unless, like I said, if Skeens were to pitch 2 innings and strike out all 6, well, he's going to get the MVP. You know, something like that. I mean, Pedro did that years ago. You know, so there's always that chance. Or if listen, if Judge hits a 2-run homer in the first inning, okay, then there's a chance he gets it there. So there is that. But I would pick somebody who's not a starter for when the game is likely to be determined, which will be later on in the later innings here. But like I said, someone could do something that we just don't see. Like I said, striking out a whole bunch of players here, going more than 1 inning, and he would get the advantage there. But this is not a market that I generally play because to me, there's a lot of guesswork here.
Yeah, it is, but it's also fun to buy a lottery ticket, right, George? So that's something that I think we're going to do. I'm going to take a shot. That was the first name that popped up to me, but Kurtz brings up a good point. If this game's tight or whatever, a pinch hitter is going to come in. He could be the MVP. It's a dangerous game, but we like to have fun and we like to bet. So that was going to be my pick, George, if we like the National League. And I am actually, you don't like the run line though? Like, I just think it's good at the plus money. Like, you think it's kind of, you're just going to take the money line. You want to deal with the -1.5. I like the plus money.
I am not taking the 1.5. I'm not going to do it. And by the way, to answer your question from before, I mean, how about Sonny Gray? Might be somebody I would have wanted to ask there. He's had a really nice year for the Cardinals. Sonny Gray maybe should have been at medicine. Maybe he said no. Oh, he pitched on Sunday, I think. So maybe it didn't matter. Yeah. I said this is not an easy one to go for. I think he did pitch on Sunday, so that's a bad choice by me.
It's not a bad choice, but don't worry, George. I'm going to twist your arm before the end of the show. You're going to pick an MVP because that's what we do here. We bet. We bet.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Hit the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school then?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Fire Island Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like,
yeah,
no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like, yeah.
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Sports Rage Late Night. Stewart and Kurtz with you. Gabe returns tomorrow night after a beautiful wedding ceremony. He'll be ready to rock. Andrew McInnes. We'll talk a little CFL, some futures, and a hell of a lot of fun tomorrow night on the program. And this week, we already taped the golf show. So if you're into it, we got British Open picks with Brady Cannon, Stewart and Carver guiding the ship. We have so many bets and props, it'll blow your mind, and hopefully we got a winner this week. That would be really nice to cash, because George and I just keep on reminiscing about what could have been with Caminero at 12-1. My greed, once again, George wanted the big stack. Should have just taken the little cash out stack, but that's what we do here. We try to win more money.
I don't feel bad that we didn't hedge.
I just wish we won.
I didn't want to. I said I didn't want to hedge. Listen, if I had to do it all over again, would I have hedged? We would have gotten plus 170. Sure, I wish I would have hedged. But I didn't want to at the time. I wanted to go for broke there, and I really thought Caminero had a shot. Maybe we tried to convince ourselves with the rest that they had the advantage there, and Raleigh was just on fire. I mean, just what a year this guy's having here, and we didn't win here. By the way, it's been bothering me all show. What is Monday with Gabe? I know it's not Manic Monday. It's Throwback Thursday.
Monday Meltdown. Monday Meltdown. Isn't it a meltdown?
That's what it is. So, yeah, we're pretty much having a meltdown here about Raleigh and Caminero. Monday Meltdown.
A complete meltdown. You should see me on Sunday with the golf, George, when I got a guy
more and more annoyed to see what's going on here. Oh, man, that was $600 we just lost. I mean, damn.
I know.
That sort of thing. So, was it the quickest 2 hours in television? Might be the quickest $600 I ever just lost too. But it's what it is.
You haven't seen me bet horse racing, George. You can lose a lot in 2 minutes. It's pretty quick sometimes. You can win a lot too. But so I convince you. The best thing is, ladies and gentlemen, audience, like, hey everybody, I'm George. I'm going to wait. Now the more you think about it, you're like, yeah, I am going to take some money from the National. You think about it like this, George. It's a lottery ticket.
Number 3. This is your fault.
It's a lottery ticket, buddy. It's a lottery ticket. I'm on De La Cruz I got to go with the Cincinnati Reds. They ain't going to win the damn division, so I got to represent. That's what I'm doing. So
Cubs may not win that division either, man. Milwaukee's playing out of their mind all of a sudden. All right, they're playing.
Speaking
good
of
ball
that,
too.
what do you think? Like, let's go over that. I know in the second half we'll get to some futures. What do you think about Milwaukee in the NL Central right now? They're plus 240 on FanDuel. The Cubs are minus 290. Cards 19-1. The Reds, I can't lie, George, I took them at 25-1 like an idiot. But it's 55-1 and yar. The Pirates are 300-1, sailing away with our booty. But what about the Brewers at plus 240? Is it good enough for you or not?
I mean, we've been talking about the Cubs all season long, right? All season long about the Cubs, and we sort of neglected the Brewers. And they're only a game behind right now. Now
I know.
I do think the Cubs will make a major addition, okay? Whether it's third base, I don't know, or another starting pitcher, which is where I would like them to see them go, by the way. I think they need another starting pitcher there. The offense is good with or without third base. Another starter would be nice. So I think they will make that addition. I don't know if Milwaukee will. So what I'm trying to say is I think the Cubs will get better. Milwaukee may be the same, or, they may get a little thing here. There's also talk that they might trade someone like Peralta to get like a windfall back before he makes even more money, which is not even next year. So they could actually do another Josh Hader deal. Remember, they traded Josh Hader when they were in the middle of the pennant race. So a little strange there as well. So I think the Cubs are going to win, but I don't mind taking a sprinkle on Milwaukee. And like you, by the way, I have taken on Cincinnati to make the playoffs. And they're still there. I think they're only 4 games out offhand here. They're not done, but they got some teams to climb over. And I don't know if, the Fighting Franconas there are going to be able to get it done.
They were 25-1 the division. Like when we started doing the show last week, they're 55 now because the Brewers basically played the Nationals and beat them down. Right? So it's a fluid market. Things are going to fluctuate, but I like the Brewers. I just think they're one of those teams that's dangerous. George, I don't know. Quickly, we got a minute left, and we'll go over some other stuff. But Yankees minus 130, Blue Jays plus 180. We talked about the Red Sox. These guys are hot, 6-1. I'm worried about these guys, George. There's a lot of racetrack left, and these guys are getting really close. 6-1. They were like 15-20 before.
It was the Red Sox, right? They did not want the All-Star break to come. They went 10 straight. They beat the snot out of Tampa Bay.
They made the Rays look bad, and the Rays are good. And Boston are winning games late and stuff. They're doing magical things, George. They're starting to scare me. They're a team that I'm worried about. This AL East is nuts, man. Jays, them, Boston 6-1. There's a lot of games left. These guys are making a move, man. I'm worried. Just saying.
I don't think it'll be the Yankees. I wouldn't get the minus 130.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Hit the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting it.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Fire Island Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Cam Stewart, George Kurtz, and Mo Connell join us, friend of the program, a jack of all trades, Mr. Basketball, Mr. Everything. Mo, how are you doing? I was going to talk to George. I explained to George, what do we do with that CFL story? It's kind of flying under the radar. The Calgary Stampeders, like old days. It's like me, you, and the Stampeders. We go to camp. We're sleeping in bunks together. And I guess the quality of stay at the University of Regina really pissed those guys off because, man, they look good against Saskatchewan. What a story Calgary's been in the CFL. They've been fantastic.
Cam, they've been proving me wrong this year. I thought they'd be a team under fire. Dickinson's a guy that many thought would be on the chopping block by week 6. And here we are, 4-1 in a very tight West Division going towards this week's games. You know, you look at Winnipeg, you look at Sask, you look at Calgary in particular. I mean, all three teams are neck and neck. I think all three teams can beat each other on any given day in the CFL. But I think if you're a Stamps fan, the league is better, guys, when Calgary is relevant in the CFL. When they're irrelevant, it loses that luster a little bit. But now with them in that conversation, I'll be fascinated to see how they do now going towards August. And we all know Labor Day weekend, right? That's when the CFL turns to the business end. So it'll be quite fascinating to see how they do these next few weeks.
But the crazy thing is, Mo, their wins total was 6.5. Me and Gabe have the over. They've won 4 games already.
Yeah,
there's a million games left. I don't want to say, I don't use the L word on the show because that's taboo. Like, no locks. Every lock has a chemo. But I'll tell you, like, it looks pretty damn good right now as long as, like, no collapse or anything happens here. But you're right. Like, you bring up a good point. Calgary, when they're not winning, the fans don't go there. But now, if they're winning, like, they'll bring people out again. And that's really good for business with the Calgary Stampeders because sometimes you've seen those stands empty when they're sucking. So that is good for the CFL. It's kind of like the Argos. Like, people, if they're doing well, they'll show up. But not like Calgary they'll really show up if they do well. For sure.
And I think, Cam, the key for Calgary is which VA, Vernon Adams Jr., will you get on a week-by-week basis, right? So far, they've gotten the good VA. And if you remember last year with BC, before he got hurt, he was out of the blocks 6-2, whatever it was for BC. He gets hurt, work comes in, and it just unraveled for BC with the quarterback controversy. So if VA can stay healthy for Calgary and continue to do what he's done so well and keep it simple, then you know what? Calgary can very well win 10 to 11 games in the West Division this year.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm doing really well. We have the over, so it's a good start, Mo. And it's like I've been very happy for their team. And also, The kid from Montreal, Alfred, who went to the University of Utah, has been fantastic. It's what a story this guy's been. Mo, are you betting the All-Star game tomorrow? Me and George are, basically holding it down for Gabe. He'll have a million bets tomorrow. But do you bet like baseball All-Star games? I know you bet on other leagues, but what do you think?
So here's the thing, right? The home run derby today, guys, it took too long. Because it said 2-hour home run show, right? It went 10:45.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's too long. It's too long. The concept is cool, but it isn't cool at the same time. And you saw fans leave late in the home run derby process. There was some.
We weren't leaving. We had Caminero at 12-1. We wanted to go longer, Mo.
I flipped over to Summer League basketball, the Heat and Celtics. That's what I did.
That's amazing. George, were people leaving the home run derby? Like it did go. Well, you're right, Mo, because on the program guide for the TV, it said, hey, 8 to 10. And then afterwards, like plays of the week or whatever the hell it is, because there's no other games going on. And I'm looking going.
PM Eastern, by the way, 11 p.m. Eastern. Mo is 1,000% right. It is too damn. If I wouldn't have been doing this show tonight, I would have recorded it and started watching around 9:30. I live on the East Coast, so that's what I would have done here. By the way, they do have the lineups up. I just see it. This is posted 9 hours ago by MLB. I'm loving the Skeens bet even more. Skeens, 2 strikeouts or more tomorrow. Torres, Green, Judge, Raleigh, Guerrero, O'Hearn, Caminero, Baez, Jack Wilson. That's your lineup here. So I think Torres is going down on strikes. I think Judge is going down on strikes. Maybe Green can hit. He's the left-hander. So I'm loving this even more. This assuming he only goes 1.
We'll give you a bet tomorrow. Paul Skeens, 2 strikeouts or more, plus 230.
I'll take the over. I'll take the over because, guys, you know very well, right? The All-Star game, these guys want to get out of town. Make their appearance, play 2 innings, and fly out back home and get that extra day off, right? So some of these guys might swing and miss and just get out after the second inning to get catch a flight back to wherever they're going for the next day or two before you get back to baseball back on Thursday, Friday.
Mo, I need you to do me a favor. I asked the guys in the back, and I'm usually good at finding stuff, but I'm getting a headache. I'm like, I like scrolling and scrolling. Could I get some Summer League numbers? I want to put futures on the Raptors to win the Summer League. We had Sacramento a couple years ago. Like, am I crazy? Right. I watch these guys dummy the Bulls. I love they're literally going out there blocking balls, smashing guys. Like, the guys they're putting out there, I like it. And I know it's like a little bit of a leap of faith, but that's what happens in the Summer League. Teams on the up and up win, not the cream of the crop, but teams that are grinders like Toronto. I think it's a good. I love these guys in the Summer League. I bet them, and I'm winning money.
Yeah, Toronto's is that sweetheart pick right now because I think they're number 4, right? Because top 4 make it to the semifinals, right, of this tournament. But I'll give you a dark horse: the Sacramento Kings. Watch out!
That's my Summer League team, Mo. Year after year. That's what we do. Sacramento.
Watch out for the spreads in their games, right? Because they play some tough, hard-nosed defense. And you're seeing the Phoenix game right now. They're locking them down. They were locking them down the first half until I came on with you guys. And if you're going to look at an underrated play, Sacramento might be the play going towards this week with Summer League action.
Yeah, I remember me and Gabe a couple years ago, we had Sacramento when they won. It was like, I know people are like, are you guys crazy for betting the Summer League? I actually say no, because I think you can take some teams out and what's the same? Like Oklahoma City's probably going to win the NBA, right, Mo? Like people are like, why are you betting on that? Because when you're watching it, you can look at teams and go check, check, check. And Sacramento and Toronto, like they're teams that fit the bill. That's what I'm saying. Like it's actually a good time to bet them.
It is. It really is. And George, being in this point where there's nothing else but basketball right now until baseball resumes on the weekend here. I mean, there's going to be guys that we're going to circle say, well, he dropped 45 points. He's going to be a surefire NBA prospect. Not the case, right? But these guys, what they're doing right now, guys, underlying story, they all want to get that NBA guaranteed deal or an NBA tryout contract going towards September or the October for camp, right? So these guys are going to ball out. And, this is must-see TV because you're going to learn some new guys that will be part of rotations that will make things better. And for the Raptor fans out there, a lot of Raptor fans are really high on this Toronto team at Summer League because they all believe they'll make it to the Final Four, if not to the final of this event by next Monday.
Yeah, you got to find me a number. Like I was searching tonight and I couldn't find it, but I need more time. I'm betting on them, and I will take your bet with Sacramento. Mo, what do you think about the All-Star game number? George and I like the National League this year. It's usually complete betting death to go against the American League, but looking at their lineup, we like it, and total is 7. I know the thing about you is you're a jack of all trades. You like to dip your beak in many different sports, yeah. So we like the National League. Who do you like in the All-Star game, and what do you think about that total at 7?
I'm going to American League something about, I don't know what it is. The history, look, the history is now what it is, right? But for whatever reason, the AL, when they're underestimated in these type of events, when people pick on NL, right? They always come up and they always play these, low end games where you get a run here and there in the first 2 innings. The next thing you're up 4-1 after 5, right? So give me the AL to beat the NL in this All-Star game tomorrow night in Atlanta.
We're on different sides, Mo. I really wanted to be on the same team, but
it's just not a
we can
bad
bet on
thing.
the
This is
Raptors
not a
in Sacramento.
bad thing. Cam, you, me, and Joe all had Caminero. We lost. All right.
What are you talking about? But he went to the finals. We had a guy at 12-1 go to the finals. That's pretty good.
Did we win money?
Yeah.
Does your account have more money than it started with? No.
No, I should have hedged out, George. I'm a greedy bastard. Okay, like I just tried to win money.
Don't make me put up Edward. Don't make me put up Edward.
Yeah, we got to get George into something else. He tells me he's going to be after, because baseball's ending, Mo. He's going to be watching like the new season of Criminal Minds. I'm like, slow down, George. We got golf, we got horse racing, we got basketball, we got a lot of fine things, right, Mo?
And he's got Jerry Jones's documentary coming out on Netflix, right? I know George's a big Cowboy fan, right? So you can watch that.
I will not watch. I am not watching that. All right, that's not. I don't need to see a 2-hour show on the hype of Jerry Jones. No, I will. No. Then I'll be sports rage that night. No, I can't do that. No.
Yeah, this guy's done. Anyway, we'll talk about it. Mo, I want to talk about a big signing with the New York Jets. We'll go over some NFL stuff, some early lines. George and I have already put a couple bets together for the season. We'll talk it over with you. Hold on after the break, everybody.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Get the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school then?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend, the young Benny Steve was out there hitting.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Fire Island Lodge, he said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball, like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God, like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like,
Sports Rage tonight, only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
I would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Cam Stewart, George Kurtz, and Mo Khan, our guest, Mr. Jack of all trades. And Mo likes Sacramento if you're betting. For all you degenerates, Summer League basketball. I think the Raptors, he likes Sacramento. I think we can make it happen. Mo, news today, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 4-year deal, $130 million. Sounds nice. We got Fields throwing him the ball. They better do something quick, though. Like, what are they going to do with this guy? You got another 4 years, but you need a quarterback to throw it to him. What do you think of the Jets this year? I actually think they're going to be better than the Dolphins. That's my opinion.
They'll be competitive, guys. And George, I know you're in that area, but I think the Jets will be a lot more competitive. I'm just curious to see what type of offense they run. I think they're going to be more run heavy than they'll be pass happy. I don't think Justin Fields is that type of guy that can go 30-plus passing attempts. I think he's a guy that's better suited for 20-25 attempts, and you run the ball with that running back core that they have in the Jets. And I think for the signing of Wilson, look, he's being paid well, but I'm not sure he's going to put up 120 catches and 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns here. I think his realistic goal is that he might go for 85 catches and 1,000 yards. But the reality is this Jets team will be hard-nosed, and there'll be ball control, at least early on, until they get things really comfortable for Justin Fields moving forward.
What do you think? Who's going to have more wins, Jets or Dolphins? George and I are going to go through this stuff. We talked about it, Mo. We made a couple of bets. We were high on the Patriots. I'm very low on the Dolphins, and I think the Jets might just go over their wins total. But I think Mike McDaniel might be the first coach fired. I think Miami is going to have a really bad year. I think they finished last in that division, worse than the Jets.
I agree. I think Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat. I think he has to, first of all, demonstrate he can win an important football game, which he's never done during his time in Miami. And I think most importantly, win a football game in January, which Miami hasn't done since Dan Marino, I think, right? Whatever it was. But I think the Jets is the better play today. But again, guys, we're so far off from week one of the NFL season, which is 7 weeks away. The three biggest things in the NFL, guys, you know very well, is health, running game, and defense, right? If you have those three things going for you, you're going to go far in the NFL. And the Jets have those three principles there. If they execute properly, they could very well win 8 to 9 games and buy into Aaron Glenn's system moving forward.
You got anything for Mo there, George? Other than he doesn't want to talk Cowboys, Mo. No doc on Jerry.
Well,
anything, George?
I don't want to Jones, okay? I'm not giving him any more.
Yep.
That's what it is. That's what the Cowboys are, by the way. They're a circus.
They are.
God. Listen, we'll stick with the AFCs. Mo, you take the Jets 8 to 9. Patriots. I love the defense. I think it could be top 5 in the NFL. Offense, work in progress, right? I guess I'll ask you a two-part question. Patriots, what do you think overall? And Stephon Diggs, how close is he to being Buffalo Bills Stephon Diggs?
Oh, he's not, guys. He's nowhere near Buffalo Bills or Minnesota Vikings. Stephon Diggs, right? Maybe the diva aspect.
Marty Boat Diggs.
Yeah, but maybe the diva aspect of the Buffalo Bills version is there. But the reality is, Stephon Diggs isn't that 1A alpha anymore. He's probably a strong 1B in any offense out there. I think the Patriots maybe overpaid for him, but that's what you have to do to bring in a playmaker or two that can give you one last kick with Drake May at quarterback. I think that for them, first off, guys, I think for them to fortify their O-line was massive for the fact that they want to keep Drake May upright throughout the course of the season. And I think Robert Spillane, the acquisition of him on that defense will make things better because he's one of those guys that's hard-nosed, that's smart. He's a ball hawk, right? And he can change things for this Patriot team here. And I know people bought into the Patriots as being maybe a 6 to 7 win team here. I think they'll be much more competitive. I'm not sure they're at that point yet, guys. I think very well makes the jump in year 2 when he gets more pieces to work with. But I know Robert Kraft wants to win now. But that AFC, guys, you know very well, it's hard to jump Lamar, Mahomes, and Josh, and Joe Burrow. We can go on and on and on with all those quarterbacks. Drake May's nowhere near that elite list yet in that AFC.
So, Mo, what would you do with their wins total? I'm looking on FanDuel right now. Patriots is minus 165 over 7.5 or under 7.5 wins plus 140. I think they get 8.
I think it's under. I really do because, look, they open up with the Raiders week 1 at Foxborough, right? That should be a win because West Coast teams playing 1 o'clock games, week 1 in the Boston or whatever they are in Foxborough heat may not play well to the Raiders' liking here. I think the Patriots get off to a good start, but I just think that they might wear down. I think 6 wins is realistic, but I think those are going to be 6 improved wins compared to where they were under Jerome Mayo. But really, year 2 is where I think they'll be in that conversation of winning 8 to 10 games in 2026.
What do you think about Juwan Jennings, too? Obviously, he's looking for a new deal. He's making 7.5. That story broke, I guess, like earlier today. Do you think he stays with the Niners or do you think they deal him?
They can't trade him now, guys. What are you going to get? Because, look, let's be real, right? Khalil Mack got traded 6 years ago, and the Raiders took that approach that, hey, the Bears would be terrible, which they weren't, okay, in the end. you can't trade for draft picks when you don't know when that pick's going to be, right? If you're the Niners right now, you try to be fiscally smart with what you've done with Brock Purdy as your quarterback, and now you kind of have to figure out, can we get cheaper contracts who will play effective football? And they're hoping this draft class does so. And remember, they only have one guy really returning back or two guys returning back on the defense with Warner and Bosa. Everyone else is relatively new. So this team is really relying upon Robert Saleh to change things here. And whatever the win total is right now, I haven't looked at the over-under yet for the Niners right now. They're in a tough predicament. People are saying they're one of the most underrated teams. I think they can be. But really, it's going to come down to the fact that, hey, Brock Purdy's now the man. Can he now step up to the plate? If Juwan Jennings is going to now say, I want my money. Remember what happened with Brandon Ayuk last year? Complete disaster. Signs that contract, got hurt week 6, week 7. Juwan Jennings, if he's going to be that guy that's not going to practice, it might be an unwanted distraction again for the Niners going towards week 1.
And we saw what happened when Williams got hurt and our offensive line got banged up, and everything changed for the Niners after that. Mo, you saw it? Like, I think that division's competitive. The Rams look great. I think Seattle's going to be there. Whatever. Quickly on Teddy Bridgewater, what's the story, Mo? We got about a minute left. He can't coach high school football anymore. I love Teddy Bridgewater.
He coaches Miami Northwestern, which won the state title last year. He's a volunteer head coach, right? So he actually helped supply financially money to pay for whatever training, Uber, food, the whole 9 yards. Florida State Commission found out and they suspended him. And now it's a big uproar saying, how can you suspend a volunteer head coach who's trying to help out the inner city of Miami?
He's a volunteer and he's helping out kids. Like, we got everything ass backwards now. The guy should be getting a medal, and we're paying, and we're talking NIL. This guy's helping people, poor kids who got no money. This is BS. I love you, Mo. Anyway, we got to talk more CFL a little bit later too. Great start by Saskatchewan. Your Montreal Alouettes, they're going to murder Toronto this week. 10 by 10 plus, buddy. Have a good one, Mo. Continued success, my friend.
I say, you crank that soldier boy, right? You Darvish back on the mound. Haven't seen this guy in a minute right now. Yeah, man, crank it, man. Get it going up. Hit the high. Yeah, let's go. Crank that soldier boy up here. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. That was big back then. Where were you? Senior high school? Or maybe even in grade school then?
Bar mitzvah slate. In the bar mitzvah slate each and every weekend. The young Benny Steve was out there hitting it.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid.
They practice in a public park. And Farrell and Lodge said, no, they have a little facility, but it's open to the public. No, it's a public park. Like, it basically, like, there's like kids playing basketball. Like, yeah, no, it's bad. I looked, I'm like, dear God. Like, I thought, I'm like, man, I bet a lot of money on these guys. I can't believe this is where they practice. Like, yeah.
SportsRage tonight. Only on SportsGrid.
Scrounge out a couple of quarters from under the couch to go trade for somebody who actually makes some money. I don't think that he would actually do that. That's not in Hal's style the last couple of years, especially in season. I saw they signed that Heimer Candelario, who the Reds released. That's more their style, going the discount aisle as opposed to trading for someone who's actually having a huge year like Suarez.
Pharrell Coast to Coast, only on SportsGrid.
Would be looking to get him in dynasty or keeper leagues. If I'm out of a league and I'm looking to rebuild for the next years ahead, that's where I'm looking. Yuri Perez is a special young pitcher that we're going to be talking about in that Paul Skeens, in that Tariq Skubal, in that grouping of guys. I think he can be that good. He's only 22 years old. He's the boy. So you're getting a situation here where Yuri Perez eventually is going to grow into that man of a pitcher.
Fantasy Sports Today, only on SportsGrid.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks to Mo Khan for breaking it down with us, George. So you like Sacramento, and I like the Raptors. So those are two teams with future bets. And George, you were saying something. Mo likes the under. I like the Patriots to get 8. Don't like the juice. But you were talking about a little parlay, trying to find the middle with these guys. And very interesting division. We like Buffalo, but I'm picking on Miami. But you like over. What was your bet with New England?
Yeah, listen, I'll give a little credit to Adam Kaufman here, our boy here. He actually turned me on to this when we were doing In-Game Live a few weeks back here, where FanDuel, you can do this for every team, by the way. You can sort of parlay their win. They have over 4.5, under 4, over 4.5 wins, under 4.5, 5.5. You keep going on and on and on. They do take away one win total and one under win total and one over win total. Like for the Patriots, I like over 5.5 wins. And under 9.5 wins. So if they win 6, 7, 8, I cash. Or 6, 7, 8, 9, I cash here. It's minus 107. So you can do this for every team, by the way. Every team. Now they don't have a 10.5 because I think they take away the two obvious ones. That they're not going to win 11 games. So they sort of take that away from you. And they take away an under as well. Like you don't have under 3. You can't bet that. Under 6. You can't take over 6.5 wins either. So they do take away one from you, but it's a fun little way. Like I said, you can do this for all 32 teams. I just picked the Patriots because we were talking about the Patriots. So now I've done this with a couple teams here now that Adam has mentioned it. And by the way, I know I kid about Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be watching, whatever, Criminal Minds, I think we said here. But I'll also be going through these totals. I'm going to write down for each team what I like here and the money. Minus 107. See which ones I like here. I think this could be an interesting way to play some futures in the market. Maybe not a lot. I don't like tying a lot of my money up in this, but I think this is going to be a way that I'm going to look at things, and I plan on breaking this down on Wednesday and Thursday.
So is the Patriots is the only team you've done? I like Kansas City under 11.5, and then what do I need for over for the parlay? Over what, 8.5?
All right, let's look at Kansas City here. So if you're going to do what you said, under 11.5. Okay, so that's minus 120. Now, if you want to parlay, the lowest you can go is 7.5 wins. So I assume you're going to
win 8 games.
Over 7.5. You're getting plus 350.
Plus money?
Plus 350.
Ooh, sign me up. Oh, George.
To win at least 8, 9, 10, 11, you're a winner.
Oh,
8, 9, 10, 11.
See, it sounds so damn good. It doesn't. It's not going to win.
No.
I got to be honest with you, George, that sounds amazing.
Games, or Mahomes is going to get, he's going to tear his ankle up, and he's going to play 2 games, and they're only going to win 4 games.
We had Steve Merrill on. I love Kansas City under 11.5. Raiders are going to be a little bit better. Chargers and Denver with Bo Nix. Like I'm telling you, I can't see the Chiefs winning 12 games. I've already put that in as one of my favorite under bets for George. I love that. Plus 350. I think I'll do it again too. I don't think Kansas City gets to 12. I think they might win 8 or 9. Am I crazy? 9? That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think they're a great team. I think they're a good team. So I think 9, 10. I think you put it perfectly.
Yeah, I'm like a 9.
Better. Every team in that division is better, than they have been here. But you want to quick look at the Kansas City schedule. I mean, that also means something as well. I'm not going to tell you I've looked at it hardly, but they started with Chargers, Philadelphia. They do get the Giants, then Baltimore, Jacksonville. They get the first place schedule. They're playing Detroit, Washington's on their schedule, at Buffalo, at Dallas, whatever that's worth. Oh man, that's my Thanksgiving game. My Thanksgiving's gonna be ruined by.
Don't worry, Dallas will win. It's gonna be a great Thanksgiving at the Kurtz house when they win outright.
No, it's a big game with Dak. No, they won't win that. Tennessee. I mean, it'll be close, but I think they get 9. I think they can get 9, 10, but plus 350. I would take
not 12.
I think a chance they win 12.
So what are we doing, George? So we both like the National League. It's funny. On my one book, it's a pick 'em. On FanDuel, it's minus 116. And one of our favorite props, you talked about the lineups out. Paul Skeens, 2 strikeouts or more, plus 230. We love that, George. Anything else that you like from this game? I know we're both on the side. And the total, you don't really have an opinion of. I like over 7.
Yeah, like I said, I will. Listen, I know I'm going to play with total. I haven't done it yet. I know you and Joe Madden said you're going to take the over. I was probably leaning more under here. Once again, maybe I'll just differentiate just so one of us wins here. So I probably will take the under, but it'll be a small play. Small play, Ken. The bigger plays are going to be Skeens, and you turned me on to that. Thank you. I like that better. And since we saw the American League lineup here, I like it even more now. Even if he only pitches the 1 inning, and he might go 2. We don't know. So we'll take our chances on that. I think he will go 2. I think he'll go at least 1+.
And also, no runs in first inning, minus 150. George and I endorsed no runs in the first inning in that game. Thanks a lot, George. It's been a pleasure working with you for the week. Morency back tomorrow, everybody. Have a good one.